Ask Reddit. People who are 40 plus and happy with their life. What is your advice to people in their 20s? I hesitate to give advice, being unqualified to do so. Instead, here are some points that may or may not be worthy of consideration. Time is very short, and as you get older it speeds up more and more. Time is more important than money. In theory, you could end up a billionaire, but nobody is ever a time billionaire, rich or poor. You're gonna get maybe 100 years at the absolute max, and probably not that much. There will be several versions of you as you walk your path, but one version that kind of colors all the other versions. This version you could call the real you. It pays to spend time figuring out who that real you is. You will have to deal with people. Learn how to leave them happy to have been in your presence, and you will not lack for friends and loved ones. Speaking of loved ones, just because someone is a blood relative, it doesn't mean they're worth a shit. If your parent, sibling, or child is a complete a-hole unworthy of your attention, don't waste further time on them. Find something you love to do, and do that. Do it every day. It doesn't matter if you make money at it, or get recognition because of it. Do it like Henry Darger did his writing and drawing, and like Vivian Maier did her photography. Do good work. It is its own reward. I am a geezer, 64 years old. It does not have to suck being old. I think it's ducking great, for many reasons. If you're ever in my town, drop by and get on my lawn. Don't fall for the trap that your life needs to be one long narrative that you should be building. Life is best when it's a bunch of happy moments that just happen to be connected. Don't try to make your life into a novel. Make it a book of poems. I needed this. Thank you. I always compare my life to a movie, and it stresses the hell out of me because reality is never like it, but I guess this is life after all. Chris Rock said it best. Now, people tell you life is short. No, it's not. Life is long, especially if you make the wrong decisions. Edit. The point is, you've got time. Don't kill yourself trying to do it all now. What I also take away from this, life feels short if you're actually living and having a good time. Conversely, if you're miserable and stuck in life, life feels never ending and you're only waiting till it gets dark forever. It's never too late to start again. All in my 20s I thought I couldn't just restart my career or dump a useless boyfriend or go back to school because I was already on a certain trajectory. Made my choices, now I gotta make the best of it. That's total BS. You have no idea how incredibly young you are and how much time you have to do whatever you want to do. When I figured this out, I found the man of my dreams, had a kid in my late 30s, dropped my entire career in my late 40s and starting a new one at 50, and it's awesome. Edit. Oh my, I had no idea my post would be so inspirational or that so many people needed to read it. Thank you everyone for the kind words and updates and awards. I'm so excited for everyone taking a leap into the great unknown. You got this. And if you are sad or upset or frustrated with life, that's okay too. You have time and it will pass. You have no idea what comes next and you have so much time to explore. I am still figuring things out. When I was in college, I had the chance to go to Europe, but I passed because I had to work at a warehouse. I picked staying at a part-time warehouse job over seeing the world. When I finally went abroad in my 30s, it changed my perspective about everything and everyone. Go to another country that is far away and different than your own. Cries in COVID-19. It won't last forever. I'm 46, and here's what I know. 1. Money is important, but it's not the end all be all. It will not listen to your problems or hug you when you need it to. Watch your weight, your blood pressure, and do not smoke. 75% of my patients that have the most serious diagnoses have at least one of these factors. 3. Comparison will rob you of joy. Be happy for others, but don't feel you need to be like them. 4. Let go of the little things. Stress will kill you. 5. Chase your dreams. Life goes by so fast. You don't want to be 80 years old and regretting not traveling, pursuing your passion, etc. 6. You cannot change someone, whether a friend or a partner. Their faults will not get better and you cannot rescue them. Don't waste your life on toxic people. 7. Make a point of performing kind acts for others. It will greatly enrich your life. Now, go get your life. Maintain your friendships. In 20 years you will be so grateful for those people who saw you through marriages, children, illness and health. People who will go for a trip with you. Love your kids, remember you as a young person. Friends are essential but they require work. Don't be alone just because you don't want to be the person who reaches out to others. Alternatively, really consider who the people around you are and if they're right for you. Are you hanging out with people because you like them? Or because you don't want to be alone? Do you actually like talking to these people or do they stress you out? Are they improving your life? Etc. This. Relax and don't get overly angry while others talk about material things or experiences. The real lesson is to accept that things won't always go the way you want them to and that's okay. Didn't marry your perfect spouse? That person doesn't exist. Align expectations to reality and appreciate those who love you for who they are. Or find new people. Didn't buy the perfect car? Oh, well, it still gets you where you're going. Define your criteria for the next one and work towards it. Didn't get the perfect house? Probably not. But it's yours and you can fix it. Didn't get that promotion? Don't be so sure it would have worked out the way you think it would have. Vacation wasn't perfect? Are you sure about that? Or were your expectations too high? Point is, relax, enjoy the ride, work to your goals but remember none of it matters if you can't enjoy it along the way. Take care of your teeth. This is the only set you're ever going to have and you don't want to neglect them and mess them up like I did. I've got crap tons of fillings which don't last forever and need replacement. A filling isn't as good as the real thing and filled teeth can break, requiring crowns. I have to and it sucks. Brush and floss thoroughly every single day without exception. Hell, get an electric toothbrush. See the dentist regularly. Ditch the sugary drinks. I was a raging alcoholic in my 20s and thought I would never recover from it. I never found a real job using my first degree or my master's. Part of it was because I was always drunk. Part of it was the job market at the time. I went back to school in my 30s and found something I like a whole lot more. Now, I'm married, nearly 10 years sober, and have a great job. My point is, if you end up on the wrong path or don't like where you are, there's always time to turn around and change it. Too many people just assume they're stuck where they are and stuck with the issues they have. I'm not sure who said it but once I read this online. Don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it, and I think about it all the time. Kind of relates to what you said. When I was 22, an older gentleman asked me how old I was and then told me, Chad 303, when you are twice that age, you'll be twice the man you are today. I almost considered it a slight in that moment, but time has proven him wise. Here I am, twice that age and, in my humble estimation, twice the man than I was then. I believe this chiefly because I have learned that kindness is not a weakness. Humility serves you better than pride, and cruelty is a fool's game. Also exercise, so you are not also physically twice the man you were. Everything you get becomes something you have. Learn how to be happy having things instead of getting them. It's not a race. Stop comparing yourself to others. Just because they did things sooner than you, doesn't mean they're happier or better. Try to start good habits. It is a little rough at first, but in a few years it will be second nature. Do this with things like cooking, cleaning, saving money and self-care. It is okay to not like someone. It is also okay to have someone not like you. People are going to not like you for no reason. That is okay. It's a them issue and not a you issue. Don't be an ass to everyone and give them reason to dislike you, but also know that you are under no obligation to put up with someone else's bad friendship. There is no shame in seeing a mental health professional. It's not a race. Stop comparing yourself to others. Just because they did things sooner than you, doesn't mean they're happier or better. I agree. Life's not a checklist. Don't try to live under other people's expectations. Don't put yourself in ridiculous amounts of debt trying to portray a certain image. You'll spend your entire life trying to get out of the hole you dug or you'll have to declare bankruptcy. Set aside enough money to cover 3-6 months of expenses for emergencies just like now. Moreover, save now for your retirement years. It doesn't require much and if you have it taken directly from your paycheck you won't be inclined to not pay yourself first. Take care of your body. Exercise to maintain a healthy weight and good cardiovascular health. As you get older, it's much harder to maintain these. Enjoy the days of your youth without going overboard. There is nothing wrong with having a good time. Yet if you are always waking up wondering what happened last night, why you can't remember how you spent so much money, or you always have a hangover, you should tone it down a bit. Don't take advice or criticism as a personal attack. Most times the people who care about you have observed behavior in you which is off-putting, doesn't reflect who you really are or could be, or would make you a more rounded person. Get a regular exercise routine going and stick to it like your quality of life depends on it, because it does. I exercised a lot in my early 20s, then stopped. After having a kid while in my mid-30s, I am trying to get back into shape and doing a lot of weightlifting. I can't believe I stopped for so many years. Find an exercise you like. I hated treadmills and bikes, but love my rowing machine because I can watch TV. I didn't really like home gyms, but I am enjoying doing an entire routine with a barbell. It is way easier to keep up exercising if you find something you enjoy or at least don't hate. I also used a one-on-one trainer until quarantine started, who pushed me and kept me motivated. Expensive, but it was totally worth it for me. Go have an adventure of a lifetime. Don't put it off. Make plans for your money. Stay out of debt. You don't need that new car, watch, handbag, etc. Material items are not worth your sanity. Have a 3-6 month emergency fund. Don't waste time on anyone who disrespects you. Have a backbone but don't be rude. Not everything needs your reaction. Find someone who you can spend endless time with. Talk about ideas, not people. Above all, duck what anyone thinks. I'll be 41 this year. Don't waste time on anyone who disrespects you. Not everything needs your reaction. I'm just realizing this at 25 years old. Especially during these times, many toxic people are sitting at home stewing in their own thoughts. Family tried starting drama with me this past weekend over trivial things, and at this point, I told them they could all mind their own business. I don't need that type of stress or negativity in my life